Hey guys, so this video is a bit of a different video. Today we will be reacting to a video by the Jade Mountain Archive about Wings of Fire ships. I'll link the video by JMA in the description. But anyway, let's watch the video.
A couple of weeks ago, I asked you all to rate your favorite and least favorite ships, and the result, I keep using the average. Without further ado, wait, there is one further character, and get into it. Kicking it off strong is Clay and Peril, the slowest.
I'll probably rate this, I don't know, somewhere about B+, because there is like a good relationship because of Peril's fiery personality and then Clay's kindness toward others. So yeah, it does kind of balance it out, but they don't get a lot of page time, and there's not really any like new stuff happening within the relationship. So I'll really rate it B+. Let's see what he does.
Burn I've ever read. Seriously, it's been 15 books and they're still not together. But whatever, they are cute, and Clay is a really nice balance to Peril's fiery personality.
That's so true.
Okay, sorry, I promise not to make too many more dumb jokes, but this ship, according to all of you, A tier. RIPTIDE.
Okay, so RIPTIDE, if you can't say it's RIPTIDE X Tsunami. Like, I don't really agree with it. I would think like between C and B tier, because it doesn't get a lot of page time, but it is a pretty good ship because it does balance it out with Tsunami's bossiness and RIPTIDE's, like, how do I say it? Kindness. I don't think I have any words for it other than kindness. Yeah, I'll put it between maybe B or T.
The first arc relationship with probably the least amount of page time of anything.
I told you.
Despite that, though, it was really loved. A+ tier. I'm not sure I 100% understand.
Yeah, I don't really get it.
Maybe someone in the comments can explain why this is such a great ship, but for now, they are great.
I don't get it.
Moving on. Glory and Deathbringer, one of the most controversial ships in the fandom. I think
I will probably rate this because I don't know why I love Glorybringer so much. It's such, even the ship name. He's gonna say this. I'm telling you, he's gonna say this later in the video when he's talking about the Glorybringer. But I don't know what it is about that name. It's so amazing. I don't know why. And anyway, it does get quite a lot of page time, mostly in book 3, and I think some in book 5, if I'm not incorrect. And some also in book 7, like when Winter and the others are looking for Hailstorm, when they go to the rainforest, the Rain Ring Kingdom to look for Icicle. But yeah, I would rate it around A tier. Let's see what he rates it, or the people who filled out his survey rates it.
I think everyone pretty much loved it until the winglets came out and Deathbringer was
yeah,
much older than people thought. Still, even through the controversy.
Yeah, like in I think book 11, or like, say like book 10, because at that time the, what are they called? The Dragonets of Destiny were about 7 years old. I think Deathbringer was about 10 to 15. You'll have to fact check me on that because I don't know. Because I haven't read the winglets in a long time. Ever since I got them, I haven't read them because they're just kind of boring.
This one makes its way pretty high up into A tier. Plus, yeah. Glorybringer is such a cool ship name.
I told you guys, I told you.
With a name like that. Okay, Orchid and Mangrove, one of the most wholesome and healthiest relationships.
That's true, because both of the dragons, because they're Rain Wings, they're like really kind and they don't like to get in fights a lot, so it's basically like a perfect ship. But it doesn't get a lot of page time until book 15. Let's jump on Pineapple. It doesn't get a lot of page time until, it only gets page time in I think book 3. And even there, it doesn't tell a lot about the like relationship. I forgot who Orchid and Mangrove are though, so you don't listen to me when it comes to Orchid and Mangrove because I forgot who they were. Yeah, so I'll put in I guess B+. Let's see what he does.
In the series, it's between two background characters, but that doesn't matter when they're as good as these two. top of A tier.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of background character relationships, Fierce Teeth and Strong Wings take our first spot in B tier. Not a whole lot.
Yeah, because they don't really show a lot of love compared to like Peril and Clay, Glory Deathbringer, or RIPTIDE. Well, it's not like Glory and Deathbringer show any love, or like Orchid and Mangrove. But they do show a bit of love, but you have to like listen deep to find it. They do have quite a big friendship though. Should I say big friendship? Quite a good friendship also though. Yeah, so I kind of agree B tier between C and B tier.
A lot of love, not a whole lot of hate. They just kind of existed together. Starflight and Sunny, on the other hand, are also B tier, but they had a bit.
I kind of really agree with Starflight and Sunny. I kind of agree with the B tier, but I'm more like I would like it more in B plus because it kind of fits, and they're just so nice to each other. Like Starflight, both Sunny and Starflight are so kind. It's basically like Orchid and Mangrove, but just a little less focused on. And there's the fact that Sunny just kind of rejected him, and just said that she sees Starflight as her brother, not her boyfriend. So yeah.
More variant. Some people were very much Team Sunnyflight, and some people were very much not. I can only assume that's because they were Team Starspeaker, also a B tier ship, but
I think it's like the same as Sunnyflight. Sorry if I'm pausing it so much. I just want to give like kind of like my opinion on these ships. If you have another opinion, that's fine. I respect your opinion, but this is my opinion. Anyway, I kind of agree with this because they're both nice to each other. It's just like Sunny and Starflight, except they're more meant for each other. Because obviously they're both Nightwings, but they're different Nightwings. They're not like the other ones who are just mean and braggy and boastful. I don't even know the words.
This one was just a tiny bit higher.
I can understand that.
Fate Speaker and Starflight over Starflight and Sunny. Ooh, but what about the combo of Fate Speaker and Sunny?
No, I do not agree with that. I do not. Although they do fit with each other because they're both like really kind. They both have a really good personality. If you read the books and you would see Sunny and no, that's not Sunny and Facebook. That's Anemone and Moon. But anyway, they don't have like a really good relationship, so I do not think they're gonna be in like a high tier. I'm guessing C or D, probably D.
Is Joy? Yeah, people hated that.
I knew it. D.
Tier. Coral and Gil. Ooh, okay, so this one I didn't actually include in the survey, but enough people brought it up in the extra section that it made its way into the tier list. We don't actually get much, if any, of their interactions, but what we do see in the books is
it's mostly like the biggest interaction between the Coral and Gil is the prologue of I think it's prologue of book 9. That's the only time, and that's when I think it's Gil or Coral gets mad at Gil, or Gil gets mad at Coral because Turtle failed to do something. Because Turtle accidentally killed someone. It wasn't his fault, but he was too slow and he didn't know. But technically, it wasn't Turtle's fault because he didn't know what he was supposed to do. No one really told him what to do. But anyway, I guess they'll be in maybe a B tier. Kind of fits.
Really love each other, even when the other one isn't around. Gil does a good job of keeping Coral, how do I say this? Not psychotic. Yeah, things don't go very well when he dies, but at least they were good when he was there. B+. Burn and Scarlet are first pair.
F tier. All the way, because it is they don't even show any love toward each other. So I don't get why this would even be a ship.
Also, another one I didn't include, but a lot of people wanted. Fern and Scarlet are both absolute savages, and that makes them good for each other, I think. B plus as well, but now Blister and Marosir are two tricky, conniving, manipulative dragons who
but they
halfway aligned goals. They are two of the only dragons in the series that the other one kind of respects, so they get some brownie points for that, but not enough to make them that good. They only made it to the bottom of B tier, but I suppose you could argue they're not terrible because enough people suggested them to get included. I don't know. Either way, bottom of B. Wren and Undauntable. Humans? Yep. And they're kind of cute, but
I do not want to see this
relationship that started well but ended when Stonemover.
Shout out to this channel, Jade Mountain Archive. They make really good videos. I don't know if it's a he or she. I'm just gonna say they from now on. Yeah, they make really good videos. You should check out the other videos because they do rankings like for Wings of Fire characters. They just finished a 3-part series on Wings of Fire characters. So I'll link their channel down below, and I'll link this video also.
Was too much of a coward to pursue his true love, or perhaps he was brave enough to avoid his true love, knowing what he might eventually turn into. Either way,
he's like
you guys rated them B+. Thorn and Smolder. Okay, this one I do not get. Smolder is such a wet noodle, and Thorn is such a bad that I just don't think they belong together. But if he makes her happy, fine, I guess. B-tier.
I don't really, and just like JMA said, I don't really understand it because I agree with JMA. Because they don't really fit together. Because, as he said, how do I say this? Thorn is very bad, but as he said, Smolder's just a wet noodle. He doesn't really have like a personality at all, except with Palm. Also, what is this picture?
Probably belong with each other. Too bad Oasis was not about that romance.
I would put B plus. It kind of fit.
Sister stuck in jail until she went insane. What a great ship. B tier, but slightly higher than Thorn Smolder. Okay, both of these glacier ships were ones people wanted me to bring, and for good reason. They were both widely enjoyed ships. The first here is Glacier times Blaze. I always felt these two had more of a mentor-mentee relationship, but I
would agree. Because like Glacier kind of teaches Blaze how to be a queen or a princess. Blaze kind of listens, but not really. So yeah.
Optimistic silliness contrasts really nicely with Glacier's stoic personality. They make a cute royal couple, and you almost have thought so too, because they made their way into like mid A tier. Now, I guess Glacier just has a thing for Sandwings because she and Jerboa 3 also made it to A tier, but just slightly higher than Glacier.
I can agree with that. They don't like get a lot of page. They don't get a lot of page time, but they do have a good relationship when they do get page time. I don't remember any of the relationship on like what book it was. So if anyone knows, then can you just put it down in the comments? Anyway, yeah.
And Tamarin. Okay, if there was any single ship I missed that I really should not have, it was this one. So many people reminded me about this ship. Some of you loved it, some of you were indifferent. Ultimately, it ended up at the very tippy top of B+, but I also think
I would have thought like top of B.
It says quite a bit.
Top of B what it was.
Good friends in the books and only friends in your hearts, it would seem. They landed at the very bottom of C tier. Oof. Sorry, all of you.
That doesn't really, they don't really fit together. I agree with this guy, C2.
Personally,
KINKAJOU and Turtle, because they have a really good relationship. Turtle is so... I know he's going to say this. He's so respectful of KINKAJOU, and KINKAJOU is quite a lot like that back. So they just fit with each other because on one hand you got KINKAJOU as energetic, young, nice rain wing, and Turtle on the other hand you got Turtle, who is a calm, quiet, but still very kind sea wing. So I would think maybe A tier, B plus tier. Let's see what he thinks.
I really like this ship for this
I mean,
sole
they
reason
think,
that Turtle is just so darn respectful of Kinkajou and her feelings. I can't
so
say for sure if she's going to end up liking him back, but at least they're taking things slow and doing them right. As for all of your opinions, A tier, pretty good ship. Now, Winter and Kinkajou is a different.
F tier. F tier. This is a horrible ship. Even though it does have like good bouncing with the kind of kind but energetic Kinkajou and the brash but still kind of kind and energetic Winter. Why would I call Winter energetic is unenergetic? It's still like it's horrible because when you see in like the first few books, like the second arc, like the 6th and 7th book, you should see how disrespectful Winter is toward Kinkajou. So they would land in F tier, I'm telling you. For me, F tier. Let's see what he thinks.
I don't know why these two are a ship. I didn't include them on the survey, but enough people mentioned it that I had to include it here. So maybe somebody can educate me on this one as well. I do like the bubbly, fun personality matched against the abrasive, edgy one dynamic, but is that why people ship them? I don't know, but they're at the bottom of B tier, so could be worse. And Moon times Kinkajou, they landed solidly in and them so low, but I can't quite say for sure. All I know is people do not like them as a ship. And maybe that's because Moonblee exists.
I'm putting this in A tier because I don't exactly like Moonblee. I'm more of a Winter Watcher guy, but I kind of do. It's a good ship because it's like a good overall personality, just like Winter Watcher. I'll put in A tier. Let's see.
A plus, baby.
Yeah, I can do
now,
that.
keep in mind that most people probably took this survey. We did like Man Winter, one other side of this big love triangle. Ooh, this one gets a C. It is not the fandom's favorite. Again, this is probably in part because of the video, but yeah, sorry, Winter Watchers, it just wasn't meant to be. At least not in the eyes of the masses. And closing out the love triangle is Kinter. Okay, this one is super interesting. It landed right in the middle of B, but this one had the most variable, really. Every other ship in B tier, except for maybe Starflight's, it wasn't because people were indifferent, but rather because most people were strongly opinionated, just in opposite directions, canceling each. I think in real life they don't usually work out, at least not in American society, but this is fiction.
I remember like on Kyra Blue's Discord server. Kyra Blue is this YouTuber, but I don't know if she's, I don't know if they're she. They have 14,000 subscribers, 15,000 I think, and they have this Discord channel called, I think it's Blue's Crew or something. I don't know. And on one of the ships, like, and there's like this channel for ships, like part of the Discord for ships, and then someone said, when it's a threesome, everybody wins. That is true, because when it's like, because if you have 3 people, and say it's like Winter, Quibbly, and Moon. Quibbly is interested in Moon, and Winter's interested in Moon also, so they both win. So kinda, I would guess maybe for me it's B. It's B at least B.
And these 3 all have fun dynamics together. They alone. I guess this just goes to show that adding Ghibli makes anything better. Okay, well maybe not anything. Ghibli and Umber did not.
I'm not even going to talk about it. It's a horrible show.
And these 2, and I loved it. They both beat villain pair. So anyway, you all rated them F tier.
I knew it. This is horrible.
The worst rated ship. I'm sorry. I thought sneaky. Maybe it's because these 2 have canon interactions and they actually seem to care for each other or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but people like them a lot more than Blister and Vulture. That I am certain about. Foeslayer and Arctic are like Romeo and...
What? Why is Arctic like this? What is this? What is this?
Juliet, but instead of dying.
I would rate it, for me, it's like around B tier. It's not bad, but it's not good.
After like a week of being in love, they escape, live their lives, and eventually realize that generally you want to know someone for more than a couple days before deciding to spend the rest of your life with them. But hey, they were a nice couple at the start, and they
This is a marriage tip right here.
Pretty cool kid. B tier. Speaking of pretty cool kids, whiteout and thoughtful, easy A+.
S.
These two are
that is at least A+, dude. That's amazing.
Being able to understand each other in a way that no other
it is.
Can makes this
I don't even know.
Special.
I don't even know why I love this. It's so good. I don't know why. It's just there's just something about, as he said. I mean, as JMA said, there's just something about the two dragons understanding, two people or dragons understanding each other in a way that no one else understands them.
And I think we have good evidence for that in the fact that this is the only background character ship that made it past the bottom of A tier. They're so good for each other. Clearsight and Darkstalker. This is without a doubt
what is
favorite
that?
ship in the series. Probably in
B.
all of literature.
I'm guessing B.
The Doom book, I loved it because it was
for me
bad,
it's B.
But I think you all put it where it truly belongs, in B+. It had some good elements and some really bad ones. Clearsight times Sunstreak, on the other hand, no, these two
A, please. This is amazing.
Happiness, but these two just didn't have enough page time to bring out any strong opinions one way or the other. In the end, they end up just barely below Clearsight and Darkstalker. Ooh, Fathom and Indigo are very first S tier. Yeah, these two were super popular.
I love this ship. I don't know why. Because there's such a good... I don't know how to say this. There's such a good balance for each other. Because on one hand, you got Indigo, who's like the one who speaks out, but is still kind. But then you got Fathom, who's always more calm, more worryful. It's like a KINKAJOU and Turtle, just better. Because Fathom shows qualities with Turtle, and so does Indigo with KINKAJOU.
And for good reason. They pine after each other for an entire book, and the whole "you're the only dragon I'd ever break my vow to never use magic for" thing was really cute. I tried not to think about it too hard. Whatever the case, Thicna and Swordtail, I think these two would be rated higher, except this poll was done just before book 15 came out. If I had to guess, now that we've seen this relationship from Luna's point of view, it would be a good bit higher than it.
I kind of like this ship because you pretty much got like a good ship. Like, it's basically like Moon and Winter. It's like Moon and Quibbly, but much better. I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised that Quibbly and Moon got here. Quibbly and Winter got here. Well, Moon and Winter got here.
I don't get it. Though, based on ratings from just the first 14 books, these two made it.
That is true, but after reading book 15, I think it would have gone into A+ tier. Because, as JMA said, we got to see more of this relationship between Luna and Swordtail, because that book was from Luna's perspective. And it showed what Luna actually thought about Swordtail.
Pretty well. Blue times Cricket, the forbidden romance, also our second S tier relationship.
S. This is absolutely S. This is amazing too.
Like, they're really good.
Guys, can I show you this really funny picture I found? Okay, so Blue X. Okay, so look at this. Where's the Blue X? What is this? Is so funny. This is so funny. Also, like, this one, like, because they're such a good match for each other. They're pretty same personalities, and they're such a good personalities. It's like the basic opposite of Morrissey and Blister. Yeah.
For each other, and have probably the healthiest relationship in the series.
That's
it happens so fast.
Because I don't think there's ever been one event in the book where either of them have gone mad at each other. Like, just to say, Moon and Quibbly got mad at each other Quibbly got mad at Moon because he found out that Moon can read minds in Book 6. That has never happened to Blue and Cricket.
Like, the first time they meet is her helping him hide from the Hivewings, and they go into the library together, and the conversation is basically Cricket going, hey, you're really cute, and then Blue thinking to himself, no, you. And then the poison from his bracelet knocks him out, and then he wakes up and they're alive. Like, what? And then they just never really develop past that. Like, there's a little conflict in that, oh, well, he confessed his love, she is a Hivewing after all, and the ship is at is where Apple Jam, which name is?
I wouldn't. This is probably going into like B plus tier or B tier because even though it's a really good ship, we don't get a lot of like insight into the ship until the very end of Book 15. I'm thinking he's gonna say that. Yeah, so how are we supposed to know how good the ship is if we don't get a lot of insight into it? So it won't be rated that high.
I don't know, but these two again but despite that, they still made it pretty solidly into B tier. Yeah. Speaking of B tier, Snowfall and Lynx are just about at the top of it. They have a very similar vibe to Ghibli and Winter, at least in my opinion, but it's a little more sparkly and a lot more canon. Okay. I gotta edit that.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that, because Lynx and Snowfall is... Like, when Snowfall was introduced in Book 7, that would have been 100% not good for each other. They would have been F tier if anyone recommended that. But now, like, as Snowfall helped the dragons from Pantala, it can kind of fit because Lynx is such a nice ice wing that's saying a lot for ice wings. And they just kind of fit next to each other. So after reading Book 15, B or B plus, maybe if we get more insight into the relationship in Book 16 or beyond, then it could be an A. If JMA does this video again. If someone else does this video again.
Okay, moving on. Snowfall and Sky. I think these two are shipped because they're both kind of... Okay, moving on. Snowfall and Sky.
What? What is this? What is this? What is this?
Sky, I think these two are shipped because they're both kind of curious and kind to each other in Book 14, but most people decided they were better off as not romantic partners, landing them in C tier. Ivy and Leaf are second human couple.
I don't even want to talk about
Blaze times herself, and these are pretty much rated almost, I included in the survey, Starflight times Scrolls, and Blaze times herself. These are pretty much rated almost straight 10s, I think, just because they were funny and unexpected. I mentioned this for a reason, which we will come back to later, but right now, some people also suggested some other really funny ones, so here are all the ship suggestions that I found. Whirlpool times Electric Eels? Who wrote this one?
Oh my god.
Times Enchanted Stick. Winter times Scavengers. That's actually a really good one. I like that one. S tier. Ghibli times Reader. Yes. I love that. Peacemaker times Strawberries. Aw, that's actually really cute. Cricket times Books. Leaf Wings times Trees. Aw, you guys. Jade Mountain Archive times Subscribing. That is too sweet. The meme ships, because there was one ship that surpassed even the memes. One ship that was so unanimously good, it deserves a tier of its own. And that ship is Sundew Willow.
This is an amazing ship.
Eyes of these 500 people.
This is amazing. It should be not even S plus. It should be triple S plus. It is an amazing ship. So it's the greatest ship in every single. It's probably the greatest because I haven't read quite a lot of books. It's mostly by Alan Gratz, and 90% of those are Wings of Fire, of course. But like, this is the best ship I've ever seen in any book I've ever read, and that's that. I've read a lot of books, mostly car books, yeah, or Wings of Fire. But it is an amazing ship. I so agree with it.
I'm not even going to try here. I'm making an entirely separate video on just them, and for now, all I'll say is they were written very, very well. So that's the tier list. All 40 of them ranked. Which surprised you the most? Which do you absolutely...
The one that surprised me the most was probably Winter X Quibbly. and Marcia X Blister. I do not agree with that one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll link this for copyright issues. I have to link this video below, and it's not a big deal to link it. It's quite easy. Anyway, I'll link this video in the description below if you want to watch the full video without me pausing so much. Anyway, I hope you have a good day. Remember to like and subscribe for more vids, and goodbye.